Hey, congregation. Right now, we're going to have a reactionary video and just give commentary on the shooting death of Miss Sonya Massey. Um, we're not claiming to be professionals, but we do have something to say, whether it was justified or unjustified. A lot of people have their different opinions, and I think our opinion matters in this instant. So we're going to play the video at different times. We're going to pause the video and maybe give commentary on the video. So, congregation, let's go ahead and watch this together.
And also, congregation, also, you guys can chime in the comments too, what y'all think as we going through this. All right, well, we'll go ahead and get this thing playing, and let's hear it. We're gonna start right when she opens the door for the police.
Nobody is out here, and our niggas down here. Please don't hurt me, y'all.
Why would it hurt you? You called us.
Okay, please.
So what'd you hear?
Somebody keeps outside my house, y'all. Please,
Is this your car over here?
Please, God, please, God, please.
Is this your car over here? Oh,
Please, God.
that's not your black car in the driveway?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, we checked your yard. We walked around the whole block. We didn't see anybody.
Mm-mm.
We don't. We checked the whole area. There's nobody out walking around.
I know, y'all. Please, God, please, God. I'm trying to get help, y'all, but
What do you need help with?
nothing. I just, please, God, please, God, please. I don't know what to do.
Do with what?
Huh?
What do you need help with?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if y'all could help me.
What do you want help with?
Huh?
What do you want help with?
I heard somebody outside.
Yeah, we checked your house. We checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all these backyards. We checked your front yard.
We didn't see nobody.
Yeah,
So.
nobody's out here.
You didn't see anybody?
Nope.
Oh,
Checked the whole area.
okay.
What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get
I got you. All right.
Sorry.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
You doing all right, mentally?
Okay, we can pause it for a
Sure.
second. Okay.
All right.
All right, go
Now,
Okay.
you see in that aspect, right there, the interaction was fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
I
what's
would
wrong with that?
think about it. He did ask the question, is your mental okay? Because at first, please God, please God, please God, help me. And then she did state that she didn't know pretty much what was going on. But then she stated somebody was out there. They kept honing in on the vehicle. Okay, it could be a stolen vehicle. Somebody could have stashed it. So it looks like it's gonna be over, right?
Yeah, right
That's what
there.
it looks like. Okay,
No,
right
he
there.
was the second officer, which is the
Yes,
body cam that we're watching or whatever.
yes,
He was ready to go. He was backing up. He's ready to go.
yes,
And then he
yes, yes.
asked, and she said she took her medicine, got it, and that's it, right?
We see it. Yes, yes.
So
So
at
we
this
will
point,
stop it.
should he leave?
At this point, okay, they done did what they were supposed to do. Made sure. I mean, ask even about the mental. Are you okay mentally? And then they say, okay, we're done. So it seems like we're gonna be able to depart the scene. Okay.
Okay, so right now, this is where the officer should have left, the deputy. He should have
They
just
could
left.
have left. Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He should have left. What do you think? He should have left.
Yes.
He should have
Yes.
walked away. All right, thank you.
But
Have a good one. Even though he asked the question, yes, you said that was great, but she said she took her meds. It's time to move on.
yes.
What we digging into now?
But sometimes,
What's
and
that?
we'll see, okay, they're police officers. They're gonna want to run if that vehicle's not hers, she don't know who it is. It's just there. They might run that plate, see if that vehicle's stolen.
Well, yeah,
But does that have to
that's the
do?
part that
Yes.
we skipped past through. They went over there, and I think and they may show this in a few seconds. The guy is going to walk over there and radio
And
it
run the
in.
plate.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
all. That's all.
Okay, we can
But
listen.
still, though, everything's done.
Right now we're done. Yes.
Done. Okay.
Yes. We're
Okay.
we're
Okay.
gonna keep going.
All right.
Y'all, thank y'all.
All right. That's not your black car though. The SUV. Whose is it? You don't know? If someone just parked it in your driveway?
They brought it to my driveway.
And just left it?
Okay, does that seem suspicious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
From what
yes.
you just said.
19
Yes.
out of 20 clear.
Does anyone else live here with you?
Somebody else.
He's
David
calling
Mary,
in the plate.
43556.
Yeah.
You got a name? You got an idea or something? Take your name real quick. Attach this. See who we spoke to.
Temple.
So he done went in the house.
Yes, I think they said, "Dude, did you have a name?" Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Hold on, y'all. They calling back. I know that you're already here. Okay. Hello? Yeah, I need, I got the sheriff department here, but I was calling for help from y'all.
Are you there with me?
They're here in my house right now.
Okay, I'll let you go. You talk to them.
No, hold on. Wait a second, sir.
You can hang up, Cottonwell. It's good.
For what? You're there with the deputy, correct?
No, hold on, okay?
You can hang
Hold
up.
on for what?
Just 1 second, okay?
So if she's on with the sheriff department, she still wants to hold them to hold on,
I got the
For
like
what
she's uneasy. Yeah.
Okay.
What's up?
I got some paperwork. Can you grab that Bible, please?
Yeah. Hey, I just need your name so we can get out of here. Was there any damage previous to your car?
Previous, yeah, it
Okay,
was
what was the damage?
a dent, I believe.
What about windows?
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
Okay, perfect. What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to attach.
Massey.
Huh?
Massey.
You have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just need just driver's license will do, and then I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will
What?
get your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just
from-
get your ID.
Well, let's
quick
get your
so I
ID
can attach
first, and then
it. One task at a time here.
Okay, let me
Here, grab your ID for me.
Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
You
just in
have-
that stack right there, maybe.
1 second.
Check on her.
Let me get this.
No, we don't need a fire
Okay.
over here.
Right. Okay.
The pot.
Yeah.
Let me see.
We don't need a fire.
Okay. Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name
You
of
better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in
Okay.
your fucking face.
Can we pause it?
Drop the
Can we
fucking-
pause
drop
it?
the
Pause it,
fucking-
Kay.
Drop the fucking pot.
Let's actually, congregation, bear with us. Can we retract the video?
To what part?
Because he led her to, the pot. We
Yeah,
don't
'cause
want
it
to
was-
burn down a house.
Yeah.
Can we go to that part? Because we'll just continue to break it down. So, they right on the couch.
I just need just driver's license will do, and I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will
What?
get your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just
from-
get your ID.
Well, let's
quick
get
so
your
I can
ID
attach it.
first, and then
One task at a time here.
Okay. Let me
Here, grab your ID for me.
Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
You
just in
have-
that stack right there, maybe.
1 second.
Check on her.
Let me get this.
No, we don't need a fire while we're here.
Right.
We don't need a fire. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let
She
me see.
used mittens. She knew what she was doing.
Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming
Yeah, so he
water.
moved back. The partner moved back.
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I rebuke.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name
You
of
better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot. Drop the fucking pot. Drop the
Okay.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Drop the fucking
Okay.
pot.
After the
All right.
shots, and we
All right.
might have to go back to it.
Yeah.
What you gonna say first of all?
Well, I know a lot of people say that she didn't throw the water, the hot water, boiling water, whatever. But if you look back, and I'll slow it up for everyone too as well. But as soon as we get to this part right here, right, and I'm gonna slow it down a little bit to probably, let's do it slow mo, right, and just watch the slow.
Shots already been fired.
No,
You have to
there's a
go
shot.
back.
All right. So you see that steam? I don't know if you can see that right in this area. There's some
Right.
steam in that area. That means the water at least got to this area. See that?
Yeah,
See that?
I see that.
So she had to throw it.
I
She
would
had
like
to
to
throw
go back even further.
How far back you need to go?
Even with her going over there to the pot
Mm-hmm.
and he stating, and people have a problem with how he said what he said to her. He shouldn't have talked to her that like that, okay? Because you're not dealing. We know that law enforcement deal with so many different type of individuals. Some people, a hardened person, you might talk. They might talk tough too. They might. In this scenario right here, in this real life scenario that happened, it was no need. I'm gonna shoot you in your effing head.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
need for that
Oh, is
right
that what
there.
you're trying to get at? Okay,
But
yeah. If that's what you're trying to say, then yeah, of course.
yes,
The
yes.
whole thing about
Okay, we
what
see
he
that
said.
she's grabbing that. Yes,
Yeah,
she has that. She turned.
yeah.
Huh? Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Sound like a mental psychosis is on. Okay, pause. Pause.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She ducks down.
Yeah.
She ducks down right there. We're gonna see as he takes a step forward. He shouldn't have never put himself that close to that to Miss Massey to
What should
possibly get.
okay at this point, regardless of whatever has been said up until this point, at this
Yes.
point right here, what should he have done? The officer that has the gun out already. What
Came
should
with,
he have? What should he have done right here? Step back, step out of the house. What should he have done?
if you take 3 steps back, is that pot gonna burn you? Is that
So
pot gonna
what do
kill
you?
you?
So what do you
No.
want? You want
But
him to
what?
step backwards, right?
Yes, he can step out.
And then
Kane, what crime has been committed?
Nothing has been.
Nothing has been
Nothing.
committed.
And from what the officer witnessed, it seems like a threat. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Yes,
Right?
rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
And then she's holding the pot like she wants to throw it. Attempt to attempt throw it. Yeah, he can back up. The further away, the less likely he'll get hit if she throws.
Right.
So
exactly
he escalated it by walking forward.
because you're placing. I would just say the officer placed himself in danger by going forward. When every officer, and when we doing a reaction to this type of thing, we're not trying to judge after the fact, but we can clearly see if he would have took 3 steps back, possibly 4, it doesn't matter with the number count. The pot is not gonna come across the house and kill you. It's not. So the threat is not there. But once you break that plane, because officers can put themselves in harm's way by moving forward to a threat,
all right,
however
so
they perceive it.
I get it. So right now, from this angle, he doesn't know. Even she dropped to the floor.
Right.
He can't see her. So do you go around and see what she's doing on the floor, or do you just still stand back? Because he can't see her from this point. this angle,
Right.
you
You
can't
you
see her.
can't
She's
see her.
that wall is in the way and all the trash, whatever that's on
That
the
is
counter.
true.
So
That is true.
so wouldn't you step around just to see what's happening, or would you just stand there and just keep yelling at her to do whatever the commands?
Yeah, you can do you can yell out and do commands.
Okay, so
You can yell out and do
that's why I'm
commands.
asking you.
Yes.
That's why I'm
Come
asking you.
from
Like, what
100%.
should he have
Yes.
done at this point? You said just
Oh,
step back and that's it. He can't see her. The farther you step back, the more you can't see her.
that's affirmative. That is true. But then he has the his firearm drawn.
Yes.
He can step back. He can still loudly give commands. It seems like she's coherent, and then she's not. When she start rebuking you in the name of Jesus, does that sound like something a person that's in their clear mind would start saying? No,
No,
it
no, it's
doesn't.
not.
It really doesn't. So we
Okay.
might be dealing with some type of mental health crisis right now.
Okay.
Possibly, it's
But
possible. Or-
what do you do right now? Now that we got to this point, you just say back up and give commands, right?
yeah,
He was
back up at
wrong.
my
He was wrong
utmost.
for
Yeah,
looking
yes.
around the stuff that's on the counter there and seeing where she is and
No,
what
I'm
she's
not
doing on the
saying
floor.
he was wrong in that aspect, but we will have to press play. You can go in slow mo, and then we can see the congregation and put in the comments.
Yeah.
What do you think? Because we're all going off of what we see.
Yeah.
I can see something different. You can see something different.
Here we go. All right. So now she is already dropped to the floor,
Yes.
and you said he
Yes.
should back up and continue with the commands. But
To get yourself out of
he
harm's
decides
way.
not to do that. He decides
Okay.
not to do that, and he walks forward.
Okay.
Drop the pot.
Okay. He start moving forward.
Yep, both of them are.
Uh-huh.
He gets in front of his partner.
That looks like, is
That's
he
flagging.
look at his partner flagging? Yes.
So they backing
Okay.
up now because she threw
Okay.
the water and shooting. What are your thoughts on that? They backing
Well,
up and shooting because she threw the water.
well, he's shooting. Yes, he's
Yeah,
shooting.
yeah, he couldn't
But
shoot it.
we see
We
all of
see the
this in
dude
slow.
couldn't. The
Yeah,
partner
yeah, yeah.
couldn't because he would have hit him in the back. So he
Yeah,
couldn't
but
shoot.
we see, and you bring this out with the flagging
Yeah.
and things of that nature. So that needs to be addressed. In situations, but fast pace. We see what happened. He stepped up, even if it was to peep around the corner. The shots had already rang out. The
So you
water
saying he
did
shot?
splash.
You saying
The water
he-
did splash.
So you
We
saying
saw that.
he shot her before she threw the water? Is that what you're saying?
He could have shot her. We would have to go in real time or go back a little slower. We know water came, steam came in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
My thing, and I'll say it now, is I don't believe it was justified. We already know what happened with the individual, with that officer,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just so many things that could have been done, and you can agree or not agree that this did not have to happen.
We understand that. Bottom line, we both agree that he took the wrong steps.
Yes.
We know that. But once
Yes.
you're in that, you stepped in the wrong position, do you have the right to defend yourself at that point? He didn't de-escalate it. He didn't de-escalate.
No,
we
he
know
did
he
not.
didn't. We know he didn't.
Mm-mm.
Even though they were talking calm until the water came into the play, right? When that water came into play, his whole demeanor changed. He said he's gonna shoot her in the head. That's what he said.
Talking tough.
Yeah. And
But he
loud
did
and
do
aggressive,
it.
right?
Yes.
She got scared, put the pot down, and put her hands up with the mittens. We'll see that on the. It's a better view. I guess you can see the better view, with the actual cops, his body cam, but you see that now that he comes around the corner to see what she's doing on the floor, right? Because don't you think he has to do that, or he should just continue to give them commands? All right, stand up Keep your hands above your
Well,
head. I mean, what do
think
you
this
think
way.
that should
Think
happen?
about it this way. Oh, well, just different things could happen. Okay, you're gonna come and you're gonna poke your head out or whatever. You making your head could be a target. You don't know. You don't know
Yeah.
what's on the what anybody could have on the ground over there.
No, you
So
don't know.
why would you poke your head out and or even put yourself at a disadvantage? You don't have to step. You can back up a couple of steps. Come out. Verbal commands. Because what do we have? We have time. We have time. That's what we have. We don't have, they didn't have anything else pressing going on. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
They
So
have time.
it wasn't justified for him to defend himself in that manner.
Well, you
Once
keep saying
once
to
he
defend yourself.
well, because of the water.
True. Okay,
It's
because of the water. Come on, Kane.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
look,
true.
I'm just saying
Cool.
that she threatened it in a way, got down low. He went and looked and see what's going on while she's on the floor, and she threw the water. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
And
if you're saying he shot her and then as he was shooting her, she was throwing the water, then that's a different story. Then he just
Kane, I would say whether he shot her as she was throwing the water or as the water, he shot her and the water came forth or whatever in the process. Of
Now
it doesn't matter.
That's possible. That's possible.
That's possible too. Yes, that's both. Both of those scenarios are possible, but it's still
not justified.
Boiling hot water.
Okay.
Boiling hot water. You move a couple of steps back, and nothing is gonna happen.
I get you telling me. All you doing is telling me what he should have done, but you're not telling me what he could have done when he's faced with that. When he's
I told you what he could have done.
No,
move some steps back.
So when he looked back, when he went over there to look,
yes,
he should have just backed up.
Yeah, I wouldn't have put myself. You're putting
no,
yourself.
You're already there though. You're there. You can't go back now.
Yeah, you can't go back.
You past that threshold now. He done made the decision to look for her on the floor. He made that decision.
Okay, I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what does he need to do at this point? Like he looked around that corner of the counter and seen her.
And this is after the shots came.
No,
before the shots.
This is
before the shots.
Yes, go back, man. Go back.
Okay.
Where we at?
Yeah, let's go back.
Right. I think this is good. It's slow though.
That's fine.
Okay.
That is fine. Is out.
All right. Drop pot. So he's walking around to see what she's doing on the floor.
And if you could.
All right, I'll do a regular time. You want to do that? Is that better?
Yeah, we can do it regular time also.
All right.
Because I see something else.
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! Drop!
Shots fired. Shots fired. Okay.
Drop the fucking pot!
He already committed to it.
Yeah.
Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female.
Let's pause.
Headshot wound to the female. 1078.
Okay. With him being, you said since he committed to going around, putting his head around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're gonna shoot, bend the corner, peel the corner. Right now, you know it's a pot of hot water. you might get burnt. But do we have to take the life? You already put yourself at a big disadvantage to where you might have to use some type of force, but you chose to use deadly force. If you're going to bend the corner. Because right now we know the possible threat is a pot of boiling water. We don't know if she has a knife down there or a gun.
Nope.
And it wasn't the fact. That wasn't the case. But if you're doing that, okay, if you're going to commit, bend the corner then. He could have did that also. Would he place himself in harm's way? Yes, he would have. Of being burnt. Of second-degree burns. Possibly.
Maybe.
I doubt third degree.
It depends. It depends. He doused that stuff
Yeah.
in your face, brother.
Yeah.
that ain't no joke.
But we give it. It's no joke.
That's no joke, brother.
It's two of them. It's two of them. But
I get
was
that.
Deadly force. But yeah. But was deadly force?
So he should have pulled out his
only
taser
option.
at this point. He should have just got his taser.
I'm not saying what he should have done, because I'm not gonna judge, but it's different variables. You still have, we say, tools on your tool belt to use because it's boiling hot water. You can use the OC spray because it's how many feet does it?
What's an OC
6
spray?
feet. OC pepper spray. We can say.
Oh, okay.
People say pepper spray. Okay. Because it's boiling hot water.
Okay.
I can.
I don't know about. I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying. They have tools on your tool belt
and
that can be utilized.
If you use the pepper spray
to the gun
or the taser, don't you think that could have in turn had her going crazy and knocked that boiling water on herself? And then
she would not be dead, Kane. She would not be dead. Okay, maybe burnt a little bit.
Oh, dude, do you know what boiling water will do to you, or you just like it's
it's been many people.
It's nothing.
It's been many people that's had boiling water poured on them, hot grits. Shout out to Al Green back in the day or whatever. Get a little laugh out of this, but no, boiling water is not taking lives. We're not boiling people.
Mm-hmm.
Alive.
And he knew it was boiling water.
Fine. Yes.
He knew it. No,
yes.
He didn't know. He didn't know what was in that pot.
We did. Okay.
Come on now.
This aspect,
it
wasn't boiling. It wasn't boiling bleach because they would have been able to smell. They would have been able to smell. It would have been a cloud in there. They would have been coughing. It wasn't ammonia. We don't know. Was it moonshine? It doesn't matter, really.
Okay.
She ain't cooking up no chemicals.
Okay.
Because they would have been coughing. But I like how you give different scenarios.
But that's what
true.
You have to do, because you got to think about the person. Even though I'm not saying this guy was right at all.
Right.
I'm just saying at different points and stages, he failed it so many times, all the way up until the water was thrown at him. So just because he didn't do the right things all the way that led up, does that make him, solely one-sided? And he's guilty.
He's liable. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
he's liable.
100%. Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Other people, congregation, put it in your comments, because we can have a good conversation as adults where we're not fussing and cussing each other out. We're just talking about what we see. That's all.
And that goes a long way. But let's hear, and guaranteed he talked to her crazy, and then you'll hear where they not rendering aid like they're supposed to.
Well, let's get into that. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Fuck. I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, headshot, dude. You're done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
Pause. On that right there.
He should have went to go get it. That's it.
He should have went and go get it.
Even though he said, don't get it, you can get it if you want to. Well, he just went to go get it.
Because they render aid. After a shooting, any incident, even pepper spraying someone, OC spraying someone. After they might be handcuffed or whatever, then you render aid when it's safe to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a person's been
So
shot. He should have done that.
so the
Yes.
guy should have went to go get it. Like he
Yes.
said he wanted to go get it. Even though the
Yes.
dude said, don't go get it. You can get it if you
Right.
want to, whatever. He should have just went to go get it.
Oh, yeah.
That's all.
100%.
That's all to that. So he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
in the wrong for not going to go get it. Neither one.
Mhm.
Both of them are wrong for not going to go get it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. So let's see.
God, fuck.
Dude, I'm not taking fucking boiling water in the fucking head. And look, it fucking came right to our feet too. God damn it.
The boiling water came to their feet.
Yeah, right down there.
Damn it.
You good?
Mhm.
You'll see it better with this next
Let her fucking
view.
just-
God,
There's nothing we can do, man.
fuck.
Are you good?
Well, he
What you
seems
talking about?
good.
Yeah.
Aid should have been being rendered right now.
Mhm.
I mean, you know, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the fucking face, and it already reached us.
They got a 52 en route.
Yeah. 1078.
All right, here we go. All right, now I want to do this one slow because I want to. This is the deputy that actually shot her, his body cam, and I want to slow that up too, so we can see what he saw a little bit better than the other guy. You know, he was just behind him watching.
Let's go.
Do we even need sound? I can just do that. So yeah.
Okay, it's out.
All right. She hands up.
They
Drop
are.
it to the ground. You see where the pot is right there.
Yes.
On the ledge by the sink. That's the sink.
Right.
It's sitting on the ledge. All right, let's keep it going. She drops it. He can't see her. So he
Okay.
go ahead. I'll stop right
Man,
here.
we Monday morning quarterback. We don't do this. This is something we don't do, people. She down now. Let's go. Let's button hook around there and go then. Let's go.
What do you mean by that?
Go.
Tell the congregation what you mean
He
by
going,
button
her
hook.
hands is up. He got that weapon out. Let's go ahead and go and bend that corner right now.
What are you talking about? Like go straight down this way?
You see where you got the edge of that corner, okay?
Yeah, edge of this
He
corner.
know her position is right there.
Yeah.
She just went down.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go take her right now. We don't have to have no shots.
Mm-hmm.
We know that pot is still right there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else has happened. You done made that move, that one step. Let's go ahead and step faster and move and button hook, meaning turn to the left, because we still think she is right there because she just went down.
Mm-hmm.
We know those hands are up.
Yep. Yep.
That's been. I know you done did in the military.
Yeah.
When you going in cleaning. You know what I'm
Mhm,
talking about.
mhm.
Congregation.
I just want you to
Time she
explain
went
to the
down.
congregation what you're
Yes.
saying.
Time she went down. We saw those hands. She's going down slowly.
Yeah.
He's still out. Now I'm going to it. My partner, hey, he got my six, got my back, boom, or covering me, and we going. I'm bending right there. She is right there. I can go hands on right there.
Mm-hmm.
But what are we going hands on for? But let's keep going. Let's keep going, sir.
All right, let's go. Slow, moving. Oh, she raises
popped
up.
back up.
She popped
Yes.
back up.
Yes.
As soon as he came around the corner, she popped back up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Did you see that?
Go back.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Go.
That was the
Go.
whole pot she had in her hand.
The dangerous pot. Yes.
Yes. With the boiling water. If I can catch it right. She raises up, grab the pot. There's the pot. There's the mitt. She got the mitt on still. Or on her hand. She throws it. There's a little steam and everything. So are you saying that he shot her as she was throwing it while the pot was in the
It looked
air.
like the pot. It looked like the pot was coming towards him,
Yeah.
and he shot her.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna commit, true enough, you might get burnt, sir. True enough. I'd rather get burnt than to spend the rest of my life in jail. I'd rather get burnt than to be put to death.
Now
Decisions that we make.
so his decision to go for shoot. Now he's currently he's in jail facing
Yes.
multiple counts of first degree murder. He's
Yes.
fired and waiting on a court date, so he ain't going nowhere, and he probably gonna
Right.
stay in there. And I'm
Right.
pretty sure he'll get convicted because even the police department thought this was unnecessary use of force. So I mean, I don't
believe it
know.
too.
I mean, we can come back to it when a trial comes or whatever, but yeah. So he was wrong from the start to the finish.
And yes, I would
You
say
agree?
yes.
You
I
agree
think
with
they
that?
did a good job beforehand, searching the yard and everything, but
Yeah.
talking with the individuals would put something in my mind. He did ask that good question. Is your mental okay? But even sometimes people
Yeah,
will
but
say
I don't even
that's
think that'll
this.
help. I mean, you can ask the
Look,
person, but
people will
who's
say
going
that.
to
Yeah,
answer? What are they going to say?
I'm not feeling
I'm
well,
fine. I'm
but he
fine.
said I'm fine. But
Yeah.
still, a lot of people will say they're fine, but you keep talking to them a little bit. Okay, she rebuking me in the name of Jesus. Some of the things she says, she's in and out. I think we're dealing with a mental health crisis.
Yeah. And
So
in all
anything can
actuality,
happen. Yes.
yeah, in all actuality, yeah, it came out she's schizophrenic and all this and that. So
I
yeah,
didn't know that.
all of that, it was part of it too as well. I mean, yes, of course, the police didn't know her, situation, mental health, and all of that. And I get it. He should have, you know, um, resorted to his training and de-escalating it, talking, and all that other good stuff. Especially when you have a mental health uh, person. You know what I mean? Because it never
Right,
should have
right.
got it. It definitely should have never gotten. I think they should have just left. I think the guy right here, he kept being a little nosy with the car situation.
Investigation. You trying to,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was
It's a
he
car.
just a little too much. You don't need all that, man. She said, y'all walked around, y'all ain't see anything. If the car is damaged back there, the car is damaged. She will place a police report that a car was damaged due to a prowler, whatever, right? But
Right.
he just digging more. It seems as if, and this is what I don't like, is when police officers, they try to, I understand they have good intentions, but they just dig. A lot of times they dig and dig and dig and dig into things, and then you come up with issues like this. When they could have just shut the door. All right, you have a good evening. If anything else, they'll call her back, and they would have came right back out there.
Right.
Yeah,
And it'd be documented. I wonder if it's documented that they done had so many different calls from this
maybe,
individual. And
but they didn't know her because he was
yeah, they
asking her.
didn't know her.
Yeah, they didn't
Because
know
that would have been good
her.
if that could be legal and say, okay, this person they done had 14 calls within the last month. And it's always a mental health. So just to let you know, to be aware of this. Okay.
So
That's all.
what do you do about the people, the family? I know the family
If that's
has
legal. And our condolences to
oh yeah,
Miss
definitely.
Massey's family.
But the family, I don't know, man.
What are you gonna
Eh,
say? Because you
Uh
have to watch it because
what?
it, are you saying they should be responsible for this individual? I don't know what you're about
Well,
to
I'm gonna go there because if you
say.
know that
Okay,
this person
talk.
has issues,
Yes.
why would we leave them alone like this?
Well, I would just say this, Kane. We
Or you just
know
gonna just say,
that it's a
hey,
lot of people. No, 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 no.
what?
A lot of people. I say around. We could say around the world, but in the United States, might have some type of mental health issues, but with some medication, things are fine with them. Some people we see that maybe don't have their medication. They stop taking it and they think they feel better, but their behavior is erratic, but that to them it's normal and they're able to still live on their own. They're still able to function and do things. You can't fault the family members because that was her residence. So she was able to still maintain the house where she's at. Things might be in disarray, but that might be normal. That might be her normal. So we can't lock individuals up that might suffer from some type of
But
psychosis and
okay,
things of that nature. We can't do that.
and she said she took a medicine, so that medicine really didn't do what it was supposed to do, or maybe she just lied about taking the medicine.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
and if she has did that because she don't like the way makes her feel or whatever, then
right.
how do you deal with this? I
Well,
mean, do you expect the police officers to be, because this is where they have been going with it, but do you expect the police officers to be social workers now? To
no,
go
but
to school and know how to talk to people that having mental episodes.
I
I
was
get it. They go through training, but the training
yes,
is not
that's it.
extensive as a social worker
No,
or
it's not because
or a
social workers
therapist.
go to school. No,
Yeah,
but you know, I will say that law enforcement is trying. Law enforcement is trying because we know, and the news media puts it out there, um, that a lot of law enforcement go to calls and it's mental health related. So they have some training. They're starting to get trained
yeah, but
better
that ain't nothing.
to deal with it.
That ain't
No,
nothing.
but Kane, you have to look.
That ain't nothing.
If
That
an
ain't nothing. Somebody who's
individual,
not on their
you should,
medication. I'm just speaking from the average citizen or whatever. Just
right.
because you go to a 40-hour class or 1 week class or whatever and figure out how to talk to people, and you're supposed to be able to utilize that same skill out there in the field.
Well, so what are you saying?
What I'm saying is they don't have the necessary capabilities, I don't think. And y'all can eat me up in the comments if you think police have the necessary
We
ability to deal with mental health patients, or I shouldn't say patients, but
do we?
people
Okay,
out in community. You know what I mean?
Kane. We won't. We don't even have enough social workers,
I know they
and
don't.
we're not definitely going to have social workers patrolling the
Nope,
streets. No,
nope.
we're not. It
And they
is for
can't go to,
police to do
and they
that.
can't deal with it. So the catch 22 to it is they can't go to those calls like that. The social
Who
workers,
can't?
and no, they
Yeah,
can't. No,
when they don't
no,
know,
they can't.
we're not
They
gonna
can't.
put they're not law enforcement is
They
not gonna
can't.
put a social worker uh in harm's way
Well,
when we don't know if that individual is being violent, being belligerent,
yeah,
and they're suffering from whatever they're
yeah, at
suffering.
whatever
So
episode.
police will
So
try
this
to
this is the
talk with
thing.
them.
This is the
Okay.
thing. This is where I'm getting at. I'm not saying that they need to go door to door and on every call. I'm not saying that at all, because
Right.
that doesn't need to happen. But I'm saying, like, when you have a control environment and they have these areas in the mental health where they have the therapist and they have security with them, right? To kind of, if they get to jumping at them or whatever, they can lock them up and then they can give them some medication to calm them down, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
they need that. They need that in order to do their job. They got to have that quick access to that. You know what I mean? But
Right.
in
Right.
order for we're using the security to be the therapist now with police.
Well, it's not security. We won't call you don't call
Well,
police security.
but
Yeah.
I'm saying
I
that's what I'm.
understand what you're
But you get
saying.
my point, though. I understand they police officer. I understand they went to training. I understand they did all that good stuff, man. But I'm saying, how do you use the police officer as a therapist?
We don't use them as a therapist, but in that instant to talk to somebody, to try to calm them down because you want that situation to be resolved to the best of your ability, where you're not putting hands on, you're not erased. Well, if you have to arrest that individual, you arrest that individual, but you're not having results like we just seen. That's the biggest thing, and we
A
don't seen.
therapist probably goes to school for about 4 years in order to get their license. 2 to 4 years, right? to get their
Social worker, no, 4 to 6. I think they, yeah,
Okay.
4 to
All right. Well,
6,
then
4 to 6 years.
the police officer not going that extensive training.
I know.
If more than 2 weeks at the most. At the most,
Yes,
2
yes.
weeks.
Okay. At the
We're
most,
not we're
2
not we're
weeks.
not gonna say that they've been doing a whole year of how to
No,
de-escalate with
no,
mental
no,
health patients. I know they're not
no,
doing that. They
no.
don't have the time or the resources to do that.
Yes, that's true. That's true, Kane. But I would rather have, because what you're saying is not it can't be a win-win situation. So
No.
don't have them go to training. Are you saying that? Don't
No,
have them go to
they gotta
training,
go to whatever
or they
training.
can't
They can
even
try
try
they
to
can try
attempt?
those 2-week classes, those techniques that they learn in those 2 weeks. They can try those
Yes.
techniques.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that they didn't. Either that guy didn't use any techniques or listen in class, or he just kind of passed the class and didn't want to use none of those techniques. Because how do you make sure they use those techniques that they went to class for? Because guarantee he had to pass the course in order to
Oh,
be
you take
on the
the yeah,
streets.
you
Yes.
take the you take the course, and I'm not saying everybody, every law enforcement officer has had that type of training that they receive, that they're putting
They
out there.
supposed to. What do you mean?
Yes, yes, yes.
All of the police officers at some point in police academy, they had to learn some type of mental health techniques. If it's a 2-week little block
Okay.
of
Yes,
education
yes,
or
yes,
whatever,
yes.
but that's it. It's not a whole
That's
year
it.
of it.
And it could be continual. It could be continual training. Every quarter, we're gonna hit this part right here. Every quarter, the next quarter, we're gonna hit this part right here. This is some new techniques or
Mhm.
whatever. But they're not. No, they're not. We
You
know
know what
they're
they
not
doing, brother. I'm gonna tell you
mental
what they doing.
health professionals.
I'm gonna
What?
tell you
What are
what
they
they're doing.
doing? What are they
What
doing,
they
Kane?
doing is putting these little courses online and have them click through it and answer questions on it.
You don't know that. You
I
don't know
guarantee you,
that.
that's the
You
only way
don't
you're
know
gonna
that.
capture everybody. That's the only
You
way you're
don't
gonna
know that.
capture everybody.
I don't know that.
They
So
got
how
to
you
sit
know that?
down? You're saying they have a
How
sit
do you know
down?
that?
I don't
Yes.
know it, but I know that
Yes.
that's the most convenient way to get a lot of people trained quickly.
Yes, we know that. We done been in the military where
Yes,
it's done
that's what
been
military
classes, but
does.
we not. I know.
We
Stop.
do the same thing,
Don't
brother.
hate it. Well, let me tell you something, brother. Okay.
Sexual harassment, whatever, right? We just
Yeah,
click,
yeah.
click, 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 click.
But
Like, you
they
know
don't
what I'm
do that
saying?
in the Navy. I don't know about
Yeah, they do.
whatever
Yeah, they
about
do.
you.
Yeah, they do. I
I'm
don't want to
just
hear
playing.
that. I don't want to hear that.
I'm
You
just
got to
playing.
do the
I'm just
yearly
playing.
training
Yeah,
and click through those slides.
but we not gonna talk of. We know if they just sitting through and just
I'm not
clicking
saying,
through. Yeah, yeah.
dude, of course, we don't know anything but what we see right now. You don't know
Right.
anything about Springfield, Illinois, and their
No, I don't.
deputies and sheriff's department. We don't know
Right.
anything about them
Right.
and how they train and how they hire and all these other things. We don't know anything about it. But
Yeah.
however, we can speak on the type of things that we have seen and witnessed in different
Right.
departments. Right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we
And
done
that's what we're
seen
doing.
police,
That's
and
what we're doing.
we have seen police respond to mental health cases time and time again. Some of them end up well,
And not
and
all
some
of
of
them.
them not all.
I've seen. You
Not
remember the one
all.
that the guy he was
I know what you're gonna
laying in
say.
the street and he having a little episode
Yes.
and they
Yes, Kane.
yeah, you remember that. So I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
what do you
I
do?
remember a lot of them.
Yeah,
Well,
what do you do other than I mean, I understand you say you got time and you talking, but
when
you're
you
not
have
getting anywhere.
time, yes.
But still, you always got time. What are you talking about? There's nowhere else to be.
Kane,
If you're
and
on the
when they're
scene,
doing
if you're
that,
on
yeah,
the
when you're on the
scene,
scene, yes.
there's
If it's
nowhere else you
nothing
need to
else,
be.
but look,
There's nowhere that you need to be.
first of all,
You can come
Kane,
on, bro.
let
Come
me tell
on.
you
You
something.
gotta say this.
Calm yourself down. Yeah,
There's nowhere.
but
I mean, you got officers everywhere, so they can take care of whatever other calls that come up.
yes,
You are there with a mental health patient
yes.
or
So if
a citizen.
if you're not reaching that individual, somebody else, maybe they'll respond to you until we can declare that this scene is safe. They don't have a weapon, and then we can do whatever needs to be done to subdue that individual and get them the help that is needed. But when they're dealing with mental health, uh, 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 a mental crisis, uh, patient that's going through something, having your weapon out is not the first thing to do. We all know that, because when you have that weapon out, where can we go from there? Unless we're gonna put it back in, unless we're gonna talk. You have other
Can
avenues.
mental health citizens
Is that
harm you?
citizens?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
Yes,
patients.
we all know that. Yes. Yes, they
So
can. We know that,
yeah,
Kane.
and it's because, and then if you do get hurt, then what they say, I plead insanity at that particular, you know what I mean?
Look,
But I'm saying they can't hurt you.
anybody can hurt you, Kane. Yes.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So if they can hurt you, then that means that you can go through your little 2-week course and your every 90 days refresher, whatever, about the same course. But I think all instances are different, and I know, and
I agree with you on that.
and people may say, "Well, Kane, what are you saying? Then what do they need to do?" I would
Thank
say,
you.
maybe they need the training needs to be more extensive. Maybe they need to have that credential of a certification of a mental health, if that's what they're dealing with on a consistent basis. If you're dealing with that all the time, and you're running across it on all your calls like that, then wouldn't you think that needs to be part that you need the extensive, like they need to go to the local college and they have to actually do this before they can even become an officer?
Well,
Versus,
Kane,
and it'll make everything longer, just
they
like
can have a designated few people that can respond to those type of incidents, but
but
not
you can't
every
be at
law
all play.
enforcement. I know.
You
Look,
can't
look,
be at
look.
all places all
I know
time,
that.
bro.
I know that. I said a designated few. You're not going to have all your law enforcement, and before they come on the streets, maybe have to do a whole year. Think about that.
Yeah,
A whole year
yeah,
of studies,
yeah.
because you still need law enforcement officers out there on the street.
I know it.
Every call is
It's
not
no
a
different
mental
from
health
having
call.
doctors.
I know.
It's no
Oh,
different
well,
from having
it's
doctors.
different.
You need them, and they need to
Yes.
go through the training. There's no skipping.
Yes.
There's no
Yeah.
putting them
And
out there
that would
before
be
they finish the
extensive
training.
money. Oh,
Yes,
well,
yes, it costs
Kane, we're
money.
not saying, but look, first of all,
People go in debt to
Kane,
be a doctor. So what's so what?
we're not talking about doctors, though.
But
We're not talking about doctors.
so it
It's
doesn't
totally
matter though.
different.
It's still
It's
the
totally
training. We're
different.
saying we need to
Yes.
up the training of our police officers. Yes, they can probably get them through in 6 months to become an officer. Maybe it needs to be 2 years to be an officer.
No. No way.
Why
Well, what's
not?
going on? First of all, what's going on in the world today? And you want to say you want to hold the officers 2 years before they get on force?
Yeah.
With all
Why
the
not?
violence, we're not talking about just mental health, Kane.
Yeah. Why not?
No way.
Why not?
Because it's not feasible.
Why
To
not?
2 years when it's usually maybe, let's say, 6 months
I say
to
it, yeah,
8
6
months.
months. Yeah, 6 to 8
So I'm
months
talking about just to
regular.
become an officer.
Yeah.
Just to
But I'm
become an officer.
saying
But now you want to tack
extend
on
that
a
2
year
2 years.
to 2 years? No.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Because I know that
I don't see it. That sounds good.
EMTs, it takes them longer. Doggone firefighters, it take them longer. Come on now,
It takes them longer for what?
to go through training. It takes them a long time to go through training, man. You got to be
I
able
don't
to.
know. I don't know how long it takes a firefighter to go through training.
Yeah.
If it's less than a year,
Oh, it's
if
not
it's
less
less
than a
than
year.
8, it's not.
It's not less than a year. They got to go through a lot of extensive training because they got to do all what medical can do,
We'll have to
and they
see.
got to be able to put out
That's
fires.
EMTs. That's
But they are
EMTs. That's a little bit
EMTs.
longer.
The
Every
firefighters
firefighter,
are yes,
every firefighter.
yes,
I don't know that. I don't
yes.
know
Every
that. I
firefighter
have to
has
be
to be.
educated on that. Every firefighter has to be
Yeah,
an EMT.
yeah. They have
People
to
in the
be able to.
comments, let me know, because I'm not educated on that aspect right there. I don't know.
I'm just
I don't
saying,
know.
man.
I'm
It's
not being
extensive
serious about it.
training. And how about change the training for police officers?
No, I can't see 2 years or longer to
Why
become a
not?
law enforcement officer.
There, 2 years, I think
Just
that's doable because a lot of degrees, a lot of
that sounds
certifications
good.
take 2 years. A lot of them do for various jobs. Well, why not
Okay.
make police be 2 years? Why not? Then once you're done, you have the minimum qualifications. Then you roll on. You get in the
I just think
streets.
the backlog, no, we'll need more. It'll be more officers be needed on the streets because every call is not a mental health call. And
I
you're just
know.
saying this is for mental health. No,
Yeah,
sir.
you can add
We
the mental health
need
part,
bodies on the street. We need bodies on the street also.
and we need doctors in the
We just
hospital.
won't agree. That's cool. But doctors are going for the specific reason, man.
What you
They're
mean?
going to do whatever craft that they want to do.
What are you
Whatever
talking about? There's no
specialty for the
difference.
doctors.
It's no
Yes.
difference. It's
It's
no
not
different.
anything extensive that they're gonna have to do. They know what field they want to be in. Now,
Yes.
if you throw some more training, every
Yes.
doctor doesn't have to go to school as long to be a heart surgeon because every doctor is not.
No,
Okay?
that's specializing. I'm talking
Yes.
about the basics, and it seems as if
They're getting the
police
basics.
the police force need to add this to their basic. They need
Well,
to
they're
add
doing
mental
that
health
now.
to their
They're
basic
doing that right
because
now.
it's
They're
not
doing
working.
that
You see,
No,
it's not
sir.
working.
What? No,
Everybody
this
can't.
one
Everybody.
instant. This one instance. No, look. Let me say this, Kane. Okay,
I'm listening.
and I enjoy the debate and congregate. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. He's passionate. I'm passionate about what we're talking about, but we cool. I haven't called him a buster yet. I'm just playing. But look, no, seriously. When the doctor, we kept hitting on this doctor.
Yeah.
There's so many different doctors in different
Yes.
fields or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. In law enforcement, you get the basics. Now they added something to help with the different types of people going through mental health crisis. They are not certified social workers. We have social workers. We don't need to put, and that might be a good thing that you said, but an added year to 2 years to become a law enforcement officer. For doing that, you might as well go ahead and go 2 more years to be a social worker because you might get paid a whole lot of money.
You have the credentials. You have the credentials because you got the basics. What's wrong with 2 years versus 6 months?
The time that they need to get bodies out there on the street. We see now. Let me tell you something. We see now, and we can look at statistics. We don't have. It's hard for law enforcement to get personnel. People don't want to be law enforcement personnel like they used to because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And everybody got their camera. They try to record. They trying to get lawsuits and all these things.
Yeah.
This what happened to Miss Massey was horrible, horrendous, and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And the officer is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But they still deal with other.
How do you fix it though? So this is the thing. If this
get him off the force, he's off the force.
No, I'm talking about
it's not happening all the time. Kane.
It's not. Okay. So that's what you're saying. You're saying
that.
This is just only happening, every now.
I don't like when he be smiling, y'all. I don't like when he be smiling. He know he getting me right now. He getting my blood boil.
I'm just saying if that's what you're saying, that this happens few and far between, then I get it. They already kicked them off the force. They put them in jail. So we shouldn't even be talking about this. Everything is done the correct way, right? He's just waiting on trial. So ain't nothing else to talk about, really. But I guarantee there's people that are really talking about this.
Well, Kane, this what happened. This real life scenario that happened. It would be much training conducted off of this right here. What we just witnessed.
Yeah,
what could have been done better? We know that.
You're saying that they're going to be training the people that already know what to do. He was just an outlier that didn't know what to do.
Well, he chose to do his actions.
Yeah, he
He chose his actions. That's it.
He didn't know what to do.
No,
he didn't do it.
He felt like he did the right thing. That's what he felt. That's what he felt.
And
okay?
Something else that's interesting with this whole thing that we didn't mention,
that?
And maybe in the comments they may mention it, that this guy in the past 4 years, from 2020 up until now, he done had 6 different jobs as a police officer. 6 in the past 4 years.
And everybody know because they pay attention to law enforcement. What?
Why would he
We
be
don't know.
hired?
Hey,
So do you look at the chief or the sheriff that hired him, whoever? Do you look at them and say, do you hold them accountable for hiring somebody that had a
can I? I
background
don't.
like
I
him?
don't.
He had a
I
couple
can't speak to
DUIs
that.
too. He had a couple DUIs and everything.
I can't speak to that. That's horrible. That's horrendous.
I'm just
That's all
giving
I can
you.
say.
I'm giving you these little
Yeah.
things, but remember, the chief of police or whoever, lieutenant, whoever hired him, brought him onto the force, they should be liable for his actions too. Because there's a reason why he got drumped. It could be
Oh, they'll
something
put an
as simple.
investigation. Yeah.
Yeah, but they already knew this. When
Yeah.
you go for to apply to be a police officer, I'm pretty sure they do a background check. They know where
They
you've
do.
been.
Come on.
They
You
know
know
where
they
you've
do.
been.
Yes.
They'll probably ask, the HR and all these other people, why was he, did he just leave or what, or maybe everybody just swept it under the rug and just say, you
What do
might
you
as well
think?
resign. I suggest you resign instead of
Okay.
me firing you.
And that's being taken care of.
And then yes, that's taking
Come
care
on.
of your own, right?
Come on.
That's what happens. And it may have
Tell the
been with
truth.
him. It may have been. We don't know the details of that, but however, 6 different police jurisdictions in the past, and he's a veteran. He a vet.
I didn't know he was a vet.
Yeah, he a vet.
I didn't know he was a vet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
So I mean, I don't know,
I hope.
man.
I hope, and I mean, it was just good, and hopefully, family, congregation, and comments, you stay with us, and
Yeah, I
you
know. I
see
know.
how
We talked a
we.
while on this one, man.
Oh yeah,
And it's
we
gonna be
did.
we just gonna push this one and
Uh,
just see what people think and everything.
and a lot.
Go ahead. Go
Hey,
ahead.
a lot of people, spent 15 to 18 minutes on that. We put it in, and we give you different avenues and maybe thought patterns, just to say, okay, I agree with him. No, I don't agree with him. Throw it in the comments.
Yeah.
I mean, because we all are, we see what's going on. He can have some ideas, and may think that law enforcement should go 2 years to be a law enforcement officer. I definitely disagree wholeheartedly
Really, they
on
need
that.
shorter time, right? So, in
Yes.
congregation, what y'all think
I'm
about
saying,
that? What y'all think about that? The short time that they have, 6 to 8 months, however long that is, to get physically fit and be able to pass the little tests that they have, or should they extend it a lot more so they can really focus on mental health issues and other type of issues that have come up in the current
we can.
climate that we have?
Well, yeah. Now he extending it the current climate we have, but I like that. Really good. He's so slick. Uh, but yeah, maybe a little bit more training. Maybe a week more of
You just said a week. What is a week
I
gonna
said a
do?
week. Yes, to appease you. Okay, to
Oh,
appease you.
jeez.
But
Oh, jeez. Because
I
everybody's
just
talking about a reform of everything, and then you
right.
have the sitting president, and Kamala Harris. She had her words about this too, and
Oh,
and
I'm gonna have to see that.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
see
and,
that. I
and
didn't see it.
it's more so like, how do you circumvent this from happening again? Versus, I express my condolences. You're sitting pretty high on the totem pole of everything.
What
You
has every president
what?
throughout whatever tragedy
Yeah,
that's
oh
happened?
yeah, Obama do it. Everybody do it. Yeah, I get it.
No, yeah,
I get it. I get it. I
don't
get it.
say. I'm saying you say Republicans too. You don't just do
I
that.
just said everybody. I
Right?
just said
Okay,
everybody.
everybody.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, if you think that it's a problem and a huge issue, then why not just do some executive orders or something? Let's make it happen.
No, you jumping the gun.
Oh,
You let them.
it's not that big of a deal then.
No, I'm not. No, because it don't happen every day. It don't happen every
You sure?
week.
You sure?
Yes,
Are you positive?
it's not a shooting like this doesn't happen every day. Some people might want you to believe
Yeah,
that,
I know.
but it doesn't. Well, I'm
I'm
gonna
just
tell you
being
what
I'm
executive
just being
orders go.
Hey,
I'll
look,
tell
I'm
you
just being the
boy.
devil's
I'll
advocate
tell
because
you,
I don't really think that it's happening like it's
yeah.
happening.
I
But
was
I
gonna
just
say
want
we
to be
can
a devil's
executive
advocate.
order Chicago around here. We can executive order some places
Shut it all
where
down. Send the
That's what I'm
military
talking
there.
about.
Shut it out. Shut that old block.
But let's not
63rd,
get off.
all that. Shut it all
Okay.
down.
Let's stay on topic. Let's go. Okay.
I'm just saying,
This will be a
man.
new video. He like a preacher. He about to start and getting his second win. Yeah, but
Congregation, man. Tell us what you think about this, man. This is raw and uncut.
yes.
We're just gonna let this thing play, and y'all let us know what y'all think about this whole situation.
Yeah.
I'm curious in what you got to say.
Yes, I am too.
And we'll respond back, and hopefully other people join in the conversation so we can kind of get this thing going. And I just want to hear your perspective. I get it.
Yeah.
He's locked up. Everything should be, sealed, good to go. But is it really happening that often, or is it highlighted when it's a police on black? Because I see that a lot,
Right,
and I'm
right,
pretty
right.
sure there are mental health episodes that happen with the other races. But I think that we just kind of put a spotlight on certain ones, especially when it's a black person. But I could be wrong. Evidently I'm wrong a lot according to the comments or whatever. But
No, he not. He just cutting up. That's our dog. We love Kane, y'all.
for sure.
Yeah,
Just like I said, get the thumbs up, man. Get the likes up and
yeah,
everything.
please.
Let us know, and we'll be back with another banger, man.
Yeah, we do this for
Guaranteed.
you. Yes.
For sure. Y'all take it easy.
All
Hey,
right.
baby.
Roger that. Do some.
For sure.
Canaanites.
If you don't want to see us, but you want to just listen to us, we on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, all of them.